Morning. My name is Erik Nygard. I am a co-founder and CEO of Limejump. We are building the energy utility of the future. What this means is we're using technology to ensure that we can create the right types of products for customers to properly take control and manage how they use and generate electricity. So I'd like to start this by kind of going through some customer personas, because this is where the story begins and it's where the problems need to be solved. So Matt is not the real Matt, but it's an example of one of our customer segments. He's a farmer by trade. He has access to land and grid connections, so he's invested in an anaerobic digestion plant that processes food waste into gas that then produces electricity. What he cares about is being able to achieve a maximum value for how he sells and manages his power or electricity output to help subsidize, in a way, his farming income. We've got another customer. This is a real one, Bird's Eye. The guy does not really work at Bird's Eye, so we picked him offline. But similar idea. They manufacture frozen foods, and they invest in equipment that uses a lot of energy, like compressors. And they, of course, are interested in ensuring that they buy energy at least cost, which then filters into the unit economics of the products that they create and sell, like frozen foods. So these are kind of two kind of customer types we look at: big businesses and distributed generation sources. Of course, in the future, households are going to need far more control and ability to manage how they use and generate electricity. Solar panels, batteries, electric vehicles, and whatnot. But there are a number of problems, probably a lot longer than this, but these are some key ones that all of these customer types face. They have limited access to market opportunities, which means they have limited access to products to help them manage how they use and generate. They don't really have access to the right technology to automate and optimize how these assets participate in the energy market. And the fact that there's a lack of transparency on their products that they do have access to means there is a lack of trust. And lack of trust just means lack of scale. So if I take a step back quickly, the system today, as we all know, has been managed by large power plants. These are units that have a large team of people managing and optimizing how that asset takes part in the energy market, ensuring that energy is delivered to meet demand second by second. Much easier there. The future here of a distributed energy source with much lesser reliability on large power plants means all of these asset types need to be able to respond and be managed as efficiently as those large power plants. This is a big technology hurdle to overcome, and I think a lot of companies here are already tackling it. What makes it even more complicated is that not only are they distributed, but highly intermittent. So if we look in the past, you probably had no renewables. Even at 10% renewables where we are today, the national grid has some serious problems balancing the real-time kind of supply-demand on the system. But when we move forward to 2030, with 50% reliance, possibly or more, on renewable generation sources, these peaks and troughs in balancing the system are going to become ever more problematic. And if you can't solve the customer problems, you are going to have an issue dealing with this kind of a system, unless you decide just to build more gas plant. But that is not the world I believe we want to create. So our solution here is building a virtual power plant technology platform. The key difference for us in this is that we are a fully licensed electricity supplier. That means we can access all the possible market revenue streams and all the market opportunities that exist. And this is really fundamental to ensure that you can cross-optimize across all the opportunities that are out there. And of course, the virtual power plant pools all these customers, ensuring that in effect they behave very similar to what a gas plant would do on the market, taking advantage of opportunities as they come. So what does this kind of look like under the hood? Well, our technology connects into batteries, it connects into business assets. It has the ability to control and read all the data in real time. All this stuff gets processed into our cloud. In the cloud, we can now manage at portfolio level real-time optimizations, ensuring that every single asset connected in can be fully maximized in terms of the value it can provide into the market. We have our trading system that is part of the cloud that allows us to transact and book transactions. and has full access to the wholesale market. Our commercial platform has our billing engine and our CRM. And most importantly, we have a customer portal that provides real transparency and hopefully will build trust that is needed to kind of scale the space. Where are we today? We are currently the largest aggregator of distributed batteries in the country. We have probably about 50 megawatts under management today. And we have enough energy coming through our books to power about 100,000 homes. An exciting fact to announce is that we just got Set Ventures on board as an investor as of now, in effect. So thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
This is a nice moment of happiness and glory because these companies are now officially married.
How are you? Good.
And we take a photo in order to remember this moment
thank you.
forever.
Thank you.
You need to
closer, right?
Closer. You need to smile. The best, most happiest. I just raised a lot of money. Smile. Okay, we got it.
Thank you.
Super. Big round of applause for this new partnership.